Hello, everyone. I'm Jared Veluzzi, and joined alongside me, Brayden Stahl, quarterback out of Smithtown West. Brayden, thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and Brayden, you're also another guy who trains with Coach James Brady, one of the best quarterback coaches out there. And you had a special senior season. But before all that, in the summer, it was pretty important. You went to a lot of showcases and you also trained with Coach Brady. How crucial was he during the summer to help you perform well at those events and then, of course, on the field?
Yeah, just being out there. I think it was Tuesdays. I was out there every Tuesday with a select group of guys and just going through the game simulated movements and the fundamentals and just breaking down all the little details. Really kind of made it easy in season because there's not much thinking about your fundamentals once you get there. So to kind of hammer it down over the summer and to really get those reps in, makes it a lot easier to perform during the season because you're not thinking about it as much. That was big being out in the summer with him.
And with Coach Brady, what were some of like the best pieces of advice that you've got from him, whether it's on the field or off the field or anything in general?
Yeah. So one of the big things that we talk about as a group, and one of the biggest thing that he preaches is breathing. Um, so uh, before games, I used to get really nervous. I used to be super kind of erect during my sophomore and like middle of junior year, but I took a lot of what he said to heart with breathing. Before all my games, I would do, you know, all these breathing techniques that he had us do, and elongated exhales and all these things that he talks about. And that was the biggest piece of advice that I guess I got from him, was just breathing. Because whenever I was in a tight spot or I was nervous for a game, you just focus up on your breath, and it really helped me, relax and kind of keep my mind on the game, and just got me in the moment. So not a single piece of advice, but just a technique that he really preached, and it kept me in most games mentally.
And how would you say your self confidence has grown, whether it was from your sophomore, junior year to now after working with Coach Brady so closely?
Yeah, I mean, just developing that mindset that you're the guy. He's been preaching that since I was going to him in fifth grade. I've been working with him forever. So that mindset of you're the guy, you're the leader, you're the pillar of the team. You got to be confident in yourself, because if you're not confident in yourself, then no one's going to be. And to have the ability to lead a team is almost more important than the throwing or the running or any of that aspect of the game. Um, so to instill that self confidence, training every week, and having those simulated reps just makes it easier to be confident in yourself going into the game, and that projects on the rest of the team. So it makes everyone better overall.
And how has your attitude changed both on and off the field after working with him?
Yeah, I mean, I've had almost a shift in life's perspective, and as crazy as that sounds, it's really the impact that he's had on me, and I'm sure he's had on plenty of other guys. But um, the biggest thing that really helped me this season was just not focusing on the things that I couldn't keep within my control. So that helped me keep a much more level head. Um, and it's just the things that you can't control, you don't have to put any thought towards. So we were playing West Hampton week 4, and we were in the fourth quarter. I think we were getting the ball back, and lightning struck, and we had to go home. And everyone was upset. I was upset, and no one wanted to go home. We wanted to finish out the game, but it was out of our control at that point. So I rallied the guys, said, "Listen, it sucks, but it's out of our control. We can't really do anything about it." So I told the guys not to put any of their mental capacity towards it, and we rallied together. It wasn't the outcome we got in the morning, but after an hour long bus ride, it's tough to come back from something like that. So, but just the overall mental state, and really focusing up on what you can control and putting 100% of your effort into that is something that has shifted my mentality, not only on the field, but in the classroom and with my relationships with people. And just overall, a big part of my life now is trying to stay within my realm of things that I can control.
Yeah, I mean I remember that West Hampton game, man. It was nuts. You guys played a fair share of wild games, definitely. And then, with Coach Brady, though, how would you describe your individual relationship with him?
Um, I mean, I don't know if we could be any closer. We talk all the time. He was the one of the first people that I called after that West Hampton, or sorry, after that Hills West game, last game, that quarterfinal. So he was one of the first person that I called and talked to. So he's a mentor for me. It goes much farther than just being a trainer and someone who teaches me about the game. It's someone who I could call whenever I need something, someone who I could look up to, ask questions about things outside of the game. And to have that connection through football is great, because who knows if he would have ended up in my life if it weren't for football. So to be able to have that pillar in my life and connected through the game is he means so much to me, and he's such a special person in my life.
Yeah, and you mentioned that game against Hills West. It's going to go down as one of the craziest high school football games ever played, 70-68. And I know it didn't go your way. Still had a phenomenal game, obviously. I mean, how did it feel to, be a part of something that will be remembered forever on Long Island?
Um, Obviously it's an honor. I went out and I did everything that I could to control the success of our team, and try to shift it in our favor. But it was a battle. If leaving that place, the biggest thing was, if you're gonna go out, you're gonna go out swinging. There we didn't get blown out. We didn't blow someone out. We were fighting till the end, and every single kid on that team um, wanted to win that football game. And I could see it in my guys' eyes that we didn't want to go down without a fight. So to put up all those points and to fight till the end, I know the 70 points is crazy, but our defense fought till the end, and we did everything we could to win that game. And sometimes all that separates two great teams is 2 points. So again, it's the things that you can control. So leaving that game, it was relax, you handle things, just got to live with it. And at that point, it was a retrospective thing of, you went down swinging, and hang your heads high, because it was a battle, and it was definitely one I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you and Joe Filardi both put on some of the best individual performances ever, and both of you work with Coach James Brady. I'm sure you guys have been in the same sessions, and then also so many other quarterbacks that you went against on your schedule go to Coach Brady as well. I mean, what's that community like that you guys have created over there?
I mean, some of my best friends that I have are from working with Brady. You know, Guys like Trip Tree from Sayville, or Wes from Conswag, or Jeremy from Comac. So we have guys all over the place. I can't name them all, but just the training and being around the guys all the time makes certain aspects of it a lot more enjoyable, because you're not going to train with some kids you've never met. It's not going to a showcase 8 hours away where you got to try to fit in and talk to the kids from whatever, Massachusetts or Pennsylvania, that you've never met, and you got to work things out. So having that sense of community and always having someone that you can really talk to, and we catch up with the guys all the time, and just being able to have that group of guys who are kind of united. That's my dog. Sorry. Are kind of united under that goal of pushing ourselves to be the best that we could be. Makes the quarterbacking community and the overall just the Long Island football community a lot better. When we went to the Downstate Classic, it was me, Jeremy, and Caden in the same pod, and we were kind of working amongst ourselves, separated from the rest of the guys who came to the island. So I think Rocco was there too, actually, in that group. So it was me, Caden, Rocco, and Jeremy, and you could just tell that we were operating on a whole different level, and we were joking around and we were having a good time, but we were competing with each other, and there was no animosity whatsoever, because we were all just a bunch of guys having fun out there throwing the ball, So to have that pre-existing relationship made events like that so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I remember the Downstate Classic, man. I mean, you guys put on a show. That was one of the best events of the year for sure. That was
Ran amazing.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then, I mean, you went to a number of events. I mean, all the long hours on the road, everything.
Yeah.
This season all comes to an end, but you're able to make your commitment to play Division II football at Lock Haven. I mean, how does it feel to, finally be able to say, "Hey, I'm playing college ball"?
I mean, it's great. The journey has been absolutely ridiculous. I remember my first collegiate camp. I went to Stony Brook's camp in ninth grade, as basically every single kid on the island does. And just to go through those 4 years of summer camps and recruiting and all the social media that comes with it, and putting together highlights and clips and workout videos. Um, it was a huge weight off my shoulder, making that call and making the ultimate decision. Because it's all just a product of everything that's happened over the past 4 years. And um, I was offered by them when I went to camp in July, and I kept constant contact with all the coaches, followed them through the season. They're in a major turnaround right now in the PSAC, so they're in one of, if not the highest, um, com, you know, highest skill conferences in the Division II in the country. So they've been having a huge turnaround. I love the staff coming up with the visit, and leaving that place, it just felt like home. So it was a place that I was comfortable being, and um, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to as crazy as it sounds, I can't wait to be back at zero. To be that last guy on the depth chart, that freshman coming in and having to fight for everything and really earn everything. Because it's been a while since I've really had to have that kind of competition, have someone who's really going to push me outside of those guys at Brady working out with me, making me better. But within the own personnel that you have, I'm really looking forward to having that competition and being able to prove myself again.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see what you do at the next level. And congratulations on the commitment and your legendary career at Smithtown West, man. It was excellent stuff. But Brayden, that'll do it. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, anytime. And everyone, thank you for tuning into the video. Have a good one.